The end of an era has arrived at Manchester City. After 10 historic years, Pep Guardiola has officially managed his final game for City, leaving fans emotional around the world. But while Guardiola says goodbye, major transfer drama is already beginning as reports link Cole Palmer with a sensational return to the Etihad under potential new manager Enzo Maresca. From Aston Villa's shocking victory to emotional tributes and huge transfer rumours, this story has everything football fans are talking about right now. Cole Palmer could push for Manchester City move. Chelsea attacking mainstay Cole Palmer could look to reunite with Enzo Maresca at Manchester City. According to a report from Football Insider, Cole Palmer could push for a move away from Chelsea. The English international could be tempted to leave the London club in favour of a return to Manchester City to reunite with Enzo Maresca. Pep Guardiola recently announced that he would be leaving City this summer, and Maresca looked set to take his place on their bench. His potential appointment has resulted in a lot of talk about Palmer's return to a club where he came up the ranks before moving to Stamford Bridge in search of a prominent role. Since joining Chelsea, Palmer has taken his game to the next level. Apart from his goals and assists, his overall impact has been huge. However, the 24-year-old hasn't been at his best this season, and it has had an effect on the London club's performance as well. He has only managed 14 goal contributions in his 34 matches, and it has resulted in him being left out of the England World Cup squad. While his contract at Chelsea runs until 2033, Palmer could end up pushing for an exit this summer. Palmer to return to Manchester City? He could look to reunite with Maresca at City, a manager under whom he thrived a lot. With Chelsea missing out on European football, they could certainly struggle to hold on to him. However, a move won't be that straightforward. Not only will it depend on City's transfer plans, but also on Chelsea's desire to sell. They value him at around £130 million and are in complete control of his future because of his long-term deal. City will have to pay a fortune to get him out of Stamford Bridge. While a move looks unlikely, City could certainly ponder upon it. With Bernardo Silva leaving, Palmer could take his place in the team. He has the creativity, versatility and overall quality to slot straight into their starting 11. More importantly, he knows the club as well as English football inside out. Ollie Watkins admits he only played for Aston Villa against Manchester City because two of his teammates had overdone celebrating the club's Europa League triumph. Watkins made the most of his unexpected start after scoring twice to seal a 2-1 win for Villa on Pep Guardiola's final appearance as City boss. And he revealed afterwards that he was only on the pitch because Jadon Sancho and Tammy Abraham were not in the best condition to be included. Unai Emery's squad have been painting the town red since beating Freiburg to win the club's first trophy in 30 years. Watkins said, "I think that's definitely the best week of my career. It's been an unbelievable week. What we have achieved so far is indescribable. To finish on a high like that today is top. A week to remember. A few boys dropped out because we had a heavy couple of nights. I ended up playing, but everything happens for a reason. I got the 2 goals and we ended on a high." Watkins, meanwhile, paid tribute to Guardiola and described him as the best manager of all time. He added, "He is the best there has been. His record speaks for itself. John Stones and Bernardo as well are unbelievable pairs. They are world class. It was nice to give them a send-off today on such a special day. I'm glad we could show some respect to them." Guardiola fights back tears, says goodbye as Man City fans implore him to stay. Manchester, England, AP, Pep Guardiola fought back tears on the sideline as he brought 10 years at Manchester City to an end on Sunday. His final game ended in a 2-1 loss to Aston Villa on a day charged with emotion as he said goodbye to the fans he gave so much joy during a decade of dominance in English soccer. "I never could have imagined the amount of love I've found," said Guardiola, standing in the centre of the field at the Etihad Stadium and addressing the crowd. "It is an incredible, tremendous honour to be your manager, to be here 10 years. The tears started long before the final whistle, with Guardiola welling up and rubbing his eyes as 2 of his most loyal servants, Bernardo Silva and John Stones, also said farewell and were given guards of honour when substituted in the second half. Then it was his turn to receive a guard of honour of his own. "This is the man who changed everything," the stadium announcer said as Guardiola ran onto the field wearing khakis and a cream t-shirt, with fans cheering wildly. 10 more years, they chanted, prompting Guardiola to shake his head in defiance. After 17 major trophies and records galore, on Friday he confirmed he could do no more. After turning City into the most dominant Premier League team of its generation and a champion of Europe for the first time, he said the time was right to hand over the reins. "I will not miss it for a while," he said Sunday. "I feel deeply, it is the right decision." Guardiola's day. Former Chelsea coach Enzo Maresca, who won the Club World Cup last year, is favourite to take over with an announcement possibly this week. Guardiola did not confirm his replacement, but said he would call his successor to offer advice. "Be yourself, be free with your ideas and work a lot. Everything will be fine," he said. That is for another day. This day was about Guardiola and the chance for supporters to show their appreciation. "He means everything to me and this club. It's absolutely brilliant what he's done for it," City fan Fred Taylor, 82, told the Associated Press. "I can't think of another manager that's done what he's done in the 10-year period he's been here." Guardiola joined City in the summer of 2016 and has led the Abu Dhabi-owned team to 6 Premier League titles and a first Champions League crown in 2023. "That's what we always wanted that, we'd never done it," said Taylor. That was probably the highlight of his tenure. Guardiola's trophy haul included a domestic double this season of the English League Cup and the FA Cup. He led City to the treble in 2023, winning the Premier League, Champions League and FA Cup, matching Manchester United's feat from more than 20 years earlier in 1999. First to 100 points. There were other benchmarks. City became the first team to win 4 straight English leagues and the first to amass 100 points in a single season in 2018. The following year City was the first team to win the domestic treble of the league, FA Cup and League Cup in the same season. Those are big shoes to fill, but Guardiola said expectations of his successor should be realistic. "Fans don't forget that winning the treble, doubles is exceptional," he said. "It is so difficult, this business is so complicated. That's why when you come here, you win one game, here in Etihad, enjoy it. Celebrate it." More than just trophies, Guardiola has connected with City fans, telling them Sunday to hug him if they ever see him in the future, saying, "I will need it." "It's hard to describe, it's someone you don't actually know, but you feel like you do know," City fan Richard Wilburn said. "When I heard the news, he was leaving, I got a bit emotional. What he's done for the club has been absolutely unreal and it's something that we've never seen in our lifetime. Growing up through my mid-20s to mid-30s, he's been a massive part of my life." City has honoured Guardiola by naming its newly developed North Stand after him. He will also take up a role as global ambassador. "I'm sad he's leaving, but I think he's leaving at the right time," said Taylor. "He's done everything and he can't go any further in this club, but I think he's done brilliant, and I wish him all the best." Pep Guardiola leaves behind a legendary legacy that may never be repeated at Manchester City. From Premier League domination to Champions League glory, he transformed the club forever. Now, with Enzo Maresca expected to take charge and rumours surrounding Cole Palmer's possible return growing stronger, a brand new chapter could soon begin at the Etihad. The big question is, can anyone truly replace Guardiola's greatness?